Hey guys, Bolt here, and we're here with some SP Studios. We're doing some extra content because I suck at uploading. So this last week I wasn't able to do a Nancy Drew. We made up with we did I think at 40 or a minute. I know we did a slight. Oh no, it was a close to 30, and then I did a 40-minute mobile game on the new Disney Solitaire. Today we're doing a reaction to a few backlogged horror game things that I haven't seen because they're um, doing a new video and we're reacting to the Dr.Nowhere channel. So, anyways, Dr. Nowhere is known mostly for the boiled one phenomenon. Oh,
Are you a Roblox fanatic? Microsoft Rewards has a brand new way for you to...
trying to find it. Alright, so yeah, you probably saw this guy. And he's the one who made that. I'm not reacting to that because I've seen that in full by a lot of reactors before. So we're gonna try and see some of the. There's a newer thing I haven't seen. I don't know if I'm not watching that one. So just to kind of get an idea of how Mr. Nowhere is, let us go ahead and react to the Long Boy Bonsai. Alright, so this is only a 30-second, and then we'll go on to, I think it's the TOE series, which apparently is getting a remake of its episode 1. So that is why we are here today. Kind of catching up on some stuff that I haven't seen myself. So let's go. Oh, him. It's Lungboy Bonsai. We think he's harmless. He's dancing more aggressively than usual. He must not like your face. Moving on. Your body remains unclean. You are in no condition to sleep like this. I mean, you're probably very nasty if you're telling yourself that, or whatever embodied thing is this. Oh, the boy in the bath is what this one's called. Oh, this kind of reminds me of a classic point and click. But wait, why? Why is water already running?
Why did you leave me here? I never existed to you.
Exactly right. That's exactly how it should have been. Jeez.
I know you heard me. It was all your fault.
Okay. So basically, he had a baby before. Doesn't now. That's why the bath is a part of that. Okay, so moving on to TOE episode A1. Apparently, this is just a concept. Oh no, this is the name of the episode. Concept. Yo, man, can you not? Can... Me when I know there's Chinese food sitting in my house. Just, I know you're in there. Come on, man. I'm very hungry. Please. All right. Concept episode 2. Oh, now instead of a hand, it's just sticks.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hello. Can I get inside, please? Let me in, please.
Please go away.
I can make you some s'mores,
Please go
man.
away. Go.
Oh, man. You must have some Chinese food, man. Oh. Sorry. Like, what was that in... So this looks like it was supposed to be a camera. It looks like he's, like, entering through. That right there, man. That's the stuff of nightmares right there. Oh, it's so uncanny and it's moving so weird. It puts its lotion on its skin or it gets the stick again. I'm guessing it can hear your heartbeat. I'm guessing that's what it's supposed to be. Listen, you can just take all the Chinese food. The body appeared untouched. So... Oh, wait. We're in a commercial. 1 second. So right here... Oh, come... I paused. So right here makes me think that it's similar to... Oh, what's a good creepypasta? I know it's like one of those ones where like the entity lives inside the TV, and when you're viewing, The Ring's a perfect example. You're watching the content that he is existing in, and this is him trying to get out. I mean, also that might make sense for episode 1. Instead of it like his hands. He took the hands of the guy. So moving on to episode 3. Rise and shine. Good children up early. Good children play pretend. Okay. Good children do not play with their food until it is all gone. Back up. So this is him facing, probably trying to get out. Do. Do. Huh. Good children make friends. So I'm guessing this is... Oh, wait. I didn't even... Go back. Okay. Yo, man, what's up? It's been like forever. Okay. Just... You were dead or something. You were been on... So I'm guessing Dominic is this guy from episode 2? Yes. Best friend. Yep, it's him. So I'm guessing this is kind of because this is an unhuman chat right here. Face call, please. Oh no. Yeah, this is definitely the creature. Okay, yes, talk face. What? Please let me space, friend. Please, 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 please. Me just trying to get another pebble. Please, sir, may I have another? Yes. Oh, just the... So I'm gonna say he dead. And that's probably his heart. The last one that I want to react to is the Oddity Compendium. It is the longest video I've seen so far. 13 minuters. Oh, I guess I...
Dr.Nowhere's Office of Wonders presents the Oddity Compendium, a beginner's anomaly education program.
Okay.
Welcome to the Oddity Compendium. Today, we will be learning about many wonderful and strange oddities that exist inside of, outside of, and around your universe. These strange phenomena can range anywhere from life forms, products, and organizations to even events of anomalous time periods. Important. The following information has been acquired from realities that may be separate from the one you are currently residing in. Please be aware that knowledge or comprehension of incompatible information may result in a conscious reality fracture.
Oh, come on. Installment number 1. Faxbees. A land of forgotten faces. A geometric knowledge, belief, beyond belief. So I'm guessing this is kind of either a multiverse building thing or him kind of showing off his style of like small time ideas. kind of like throw them all together. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like the fact that you're talking about bed, and I'm about to go to bed right after this. Wait, are these like three different things? So, number one, know your own bed, maybe harboring a hunger for your flesh. Sleep with the cold fan on it, possible. Um, if you ever walk downstairs one morning and your family member is gone, your family is gone, interacting with a headless corpse that remain in their stead should be avoided. Non-existence is a contagious disease. If you were out in the middle of nowhere and you get a rush of brilliant ideas, turn back immediately. Enlightenment is a drug, and its withdrawals can kill. So I'm guessing we're talking about a bed creature, a creature that takes heads and leaves zombies. And then I'm guessing something that gives knowledge when you get close to it. Oh, I haven't turned this up. Oh, come on. Making sure it...
Or mattress folk are a species of parasitic subhuman that highly resemble bedding mattresses. The body of a dormant flesh that appears identical to a standard mattress. However, slicing the thin sheet-like skin reveals many soft organs, limb-like appendages, and a humanoid head which hides beneath the skin. They were first discovered in the late 1960s when a mattress company was surveying excess storage. Upon finding many seemingly pristine mattresses that had not been sold, they gave them away to thrift shops and people in need. The people who received the mattress folk initially had no issues with faux beds. It wasn't until the air began to warm up that these beds awoke from their uneventful hibernations. The first recorded victim was 19-year-old Alice Bidger. She had been
I love Laugh Track. It reminds me of like classic Scooby-Doo.
sleeping on a flesh bed for roughly 6 months before her sudden disappearance. After noticing the stench of sulfur and rot originating from her bed, her family called authorities, and the inside of the mattress revealed a feasting parasite, several hundred human bones, and a half-digested Alice. The method in which mattress folks sustain themselves is by waiting for the body heat of a host to wake them from their dormant state. Kind of like an egg, but not nearly as tasty. After they wake, they slowly unfold themselves from their soft mattress-like bodies. This process is very gradual and happens underneath its body or on its side so as not to be detected. After roughly a month of this process and on a night 17 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, its head and arms fully emerge and pull the sleeping host into its body, where prey is slowly digested. Not much is known about how these sleeping beauties came about, but it is theorized that since they are subhuman they were once a branch of Homo sapiens that merged with a mycelial network many years ago. Autopsies of flesh beds
So these things also can't just die of hunger either. Because that's very weird that they just decided to throw themselves in a mattress store. It kind of reminds me of the mimic from Vita Carnis.
digestive systems have revealed DNA samples from thousands of different people in each instance, some even tracing to people born during the 1600s.
Oh.
Another odd thing to note is that the mattress folk themselves contain DNA belonging to humans as well. One instance shared DNA in a blood type with Napoleon Bonaparte, leader of the French Republic during the time that the mattress folk were assumed to have come into existence. All in all, it might be a good idea to throw out that mattress that feels just a bit too warm lately. You might be sharing it with something unwanted. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bed bite.
Don't. That is a good line at the end there. The headless microcos mundum syncapative. It's a disease.
A headless macrocosm is a sub-reality nearly identical to Earth save for the fact instead of humans, tail-headless corpses remain in their stead. These corpses, though technically dead, do weakly breathe through the holes in their necks. Their hearts have also been observed to begin convulsing at seemingly random intervals. These beings are identical in appearance to one another aside from physical dimensions, which can vary severely between each corpse. The headless sub-people dwelling in this pocket reality have been observed changing their behavior when humans have physically interacted with them, and apparently gain a level of awareness and vitality when such events occur. There are approximately 2,393 living humans residing in this reality, all from parallel Earth. Every single resident recounts waking up in the headless macrocosm after falling asleep under strange circumstances back in their own realities. No one back in their own parallel homes remembers their faces or identities, which leads to the belief that this place could be a form of anti-reality. A waste compartment of the universe used for aspects of reality that are useless or harmless to the existential fabric. The humans that live in the headless macrocosm are assumed to be taking shelter in abandoned structures and banding together to search for plant-based food during the warmer times. Fun fact: humans have coined multiple terms of...
Come on. I know you can go back. Come on. I'm not trying to go back a million seconds. So the climate in this reality is often below freezing. Then how could you come across... Oh.
Coined multiple terms and nicknames for these headless corpses, such as stumpies, cranes, and ichabodies. Despite this sub-reality being detached from main reality, an incident took place which created a temporary tier between the two. A man residing in the headless macrocosm was walking through a field with a small house in the center. Upon reaching the house, the man unintentionally brushed up against one of the breathing bodies. This body, just before motionless aside from the labored convulsions, sprang to life and removed the head of the man. It then proceeded to attach the severed head to the stump of its own neck. The man's name was Michael Hedford. After the corpse had placed Michael's head where its own should be, an event occurred back on Earth in the year 2061 that resulted in governmental intervention. A family's call to the authorities described an impossibly tall naked figure appearing in their backyard. The presence of this oddity was highly distressing to the family, and they remained inside their home until the situation was resolved. The following photograph depicts this figure they spoke of. Michael Tedford's rotting head is affixed atop its frail neck. Shortly after the photo was taken, what was left of Tedford's existence was removed from the premises and taken to an upscale anomaly testing site. Apparently, this corpse was attempting to quite literally become Tedford by leeching off of his existence. These breathing bodies appear to be in a constant state of yearning to reconnect with the roots of reality again, as they have been taken a hold of by a dangerous and contagious disease.
Of yearning to reconnect with the roots of... Okay, so that's just basically what it says here instead of keeping it in that...
Reality again, as they have been taken a hold of by a dangerous and contagious disease. This disease appears to be non-existence itself. It can affect anyone on Earth at any time, and once it takes hold, the headless macrocosm deems you valid for residence within its endless meadows, filled with fellow patients. But don't worry, it's a rare diagnosis. Another fun fact. Occasionally, crude man-made structures will form seemingly out of nowhere in order to correspond with the structures on parallel Earth. As mentioned earlier, the headless macrocosm itself functions like a digestive tract of the universe, and these structures may be antibodies attempting to fight off the virus of non-existence. Now then, check your head. Screwed on tight. Great, because you might want to hang on tight to it for this next one.
I don't know. Maybe. I lost a few screws throughout the years. So basically, the first one was about a bed creature that once it has a certain degree, it awakens to eat. So it's similar to a bear, but in a higher heat index. And then and this one is basically just a universal disease making up like a dimension that's basically Earth, but it has a bunch of creatures that uh, it's kind of like the Backrooms world. You'll slip into this and like antimatter Earth, and then if you touch these headless things, they basically will consume and like take your existence in energy. So it's antimatter actually feeding off of actual matter. Making sure. The obelisk of enlightenment.
Obelisks of Enlightenment are a collective of monolithic beings that are currently residing in different remote locations across the world. Also known as the Fathers of True North, they appear in groups of 1 to 8 and stand anywhere from 10 to 150 feet tall. Each obelisk is levitating just barely above the ground and facing geodetic north. Though most of them reside in remote fields and deserts, they have also been found floating above the ocean within the vicinity of the Bermuda Triangle and even of the moon. They are moving just ever so slightly and progress approximately 2 inches forward a year. These obelisks are enlightened in the infinitely vast secrets of the universe and are constantly vocalizing the excess information as a means of waste to counteract the overwhelming intake of knowledge. Though currently enclosed and monitored by government entities, many people have wandered into these locations prior claiming to be following the sound of angelic singing. This alluring hum emanating from these obelisks induces a massive increase in general intelligence in subjects listening. Folklore often refers to the frequency as the song of the divine contour. Each obelisk's biological elements are unraveled thousands of feet into the sky to make a metaphysical connection from Earth to the universe. It is assumed this is a form of knowledge worship, an attempt to make a mortal sacrifice for an immortal honor. Fun fact. These organs are confirmed to be those of the humans and other biological matter that were absorbed after enlightenment. Upon perceiving the words spoken by the obelisks or entering into close proximity with them, the human brain either spontaneously expands and combusts or receives an ability to comprehend the sacred information. Talk about being open-minded. Whenever a subject is able to comprehend this knowledge, they are biologically absorbed into the obelisk, becoming wholly unified with the being. It is not entirely understood how these anomalies were brought into existence, but they seem to be tears in the fabric of reality akin to black holes. Many speculate that these rifts were opened by ancient giants who were dissatisfied with a lack of Earth's knowledge. Many unnaturally large humanoid skeletons have been found underground adjacent to obelisk sites, further supporting this idea. When the obelisks made their debut on Earth, they aided in the construction of the pyramids of Giza by bestowing digestible levels of sacred knowledge onto Egyptian pharaoh Khufu after he was lured into the desert by their beckoning chords. This knowledge would help Khufu rationalize a possible blueprint and method for building these grand tombs, and they were made into the shapes of pyramids as a tribute to the divine structures. All in all, these obelisks may seem malevolent, but it's important to remember that no physical pain could ever outweigh the agony of infinite knowledge.
Oh, it blinked.
Now, looks like our time here may be almost up.
Um, so basically, they're just like deities that go around spreading knowledge, and they were immortal once, but they basically need to burn through the knowledge that they're constantly knowing to kind of. They speak it. I'm sorry. They speak it to get rid of it, but yet other people can hear it once they hear it. Either if they are like that pharaoh, he was able to get away, but use the knowledge to make up for it. But there's also people who will just die by overexposure of knowledge, or they understand the knowledge and it becomes overwhelming, but because of the condition, it makes it to where they are accepted into the building as like what is it called? Like a single mind. Uh, Moving on.
But before you go, it's time for Philosophy.
Okay. Philbus.
This is Philbus. It is not known where Philbus comes from or why.
I seen this guy all over the place. I was wondering where he came from. The second I started seeing the art, I thought this guy was here, but this is one of the jokes that came out with like "what a ball" and all that for Englishmen. This is just like, well, hello there, my friend. May you borrow give a poor man a penny? Is basically what I saw with this guy.
He is here, but there have been a number of people who, after consuming media depicting Philbus, have felt the overwhelming compulsion to practice Philbism. Philbism is a political and somewhat religious ideology which centers around the belief that building/consuming chairs and other wooden furniture is honoring Philbus' great sacrifice. It is not clear what this sacrifice is or what it refers to. Attributes and practices of Philbism include learning to build chairs, learning to properly digest chairs, promoting/discussing chair consumption on obscure internet forums, praising the fictional political candidate known as Philbus, who is said to advocate for making furniture consumption a socially accepted and widespread practice. There are so many wonderful things about Philbism. Consume the body of Philbus and become one with many others today. It's a great decision. Just eat your chair to get started. Any mention of Philbism and elaboration on the subject will eventually result in it becoming a sponsorship or advertisement of sorts. We have no idea how to avoid this, sorry. All Philbists will deny the existence of Philbism when directly questioned about it. This video was not in any way sponsored by Philbism. This is for educational purposes only. Philbism does not even exist. You can sign up for Philbism certification here. Consume the body of Philbus today. If you're sure, would you look at the clock? It's just about time for us to part ways. A brief cleansing process will now commence. This purely auditory procedure will ensure you do not come away from this with any ailments from beyond contract during your viewing experience. Please close your eyes and do not open them until told to do so. You may now open your eyes. Thank you for complying. Thank you for attending Dr. Nowhere's Office of Wonders. We hope that you enjoyed your stay.
Okay. That noise straight up reminded me of, let's see here. And then it also reminds me of, is it the error? Yeah, error sound. Ugh. But yeah, that's what it reminds me of. But yeah, so while I liked the compendium because it's kind of one of those things that like, hey, I can't do a whole series on this one idea. Let me just throw it all together in a quick session of things. The
Dr. Nowhere's Office of Wonders presents.
the TOE episodes were, probably some of the scariest. Boiled one phenomenon is up there, but I think that's just mostly because of the favoritism. I think the Long Boy Bonsai is just a perfect summary of what Dr. Nowhere's stuff is. There is one more, but I'm going to kind of leave it up to you guys to go see it, which is the Where Did Life Go? And then we'll come back for, apparently there's a remake, like I said, coming out for TOE, or I think, oh, there's another one I didn't watch, which was Paper Souls. But either if he makes it, or if someone who likes his series but wants to make a different style, I'm going to react to that once it comes out. But this was a cool, nice little 30-minute segment of actually catching up with a lot of this guy. Like I said, I've already seen the boiled one and kind of had an idea of how his scares work, which is sound, setup, like hints of stories, visuals. He kind of has a style that's very similar to most of the analog horror scene, which is the long, well, actually, Mandela. Oh, not Mandela Invasion. I do want to go watch that once I'm done here. Catalog.
At this point, even our grandmas.
Quiet. So this... Where is it?
Don't be afraid. I bring...
Yeah, right here. This is what most analog horrors do anymore. The extended facial features, the eyes that look cartoony, the giant mouthpiece. Dr.Nowhere kind of isn't an exception. I mean, his art style and the way his creatures look are cool and kind of do stand out a bit. But yet it's like a lot of the human features kind of, align with the rest of what other people do. But, alright, I will tell you guys later. I am sorry, we'll be doing an hour special for Nancy Drew to make up for 2 weeks ago. And then I might find some more stuff. I need to start kind of keeping up with more stuff, so because this channel will not rise with just Nancy Drew stuff. So I need to start finding new stuff to watch, new stuff to play. I need to get some more nostalgic stuff coming up. I'll figure something out because Nancy Drew will not go anywhere because I like Mystery Mondays, but I'd like to keep it going. Anyhow, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.